Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's a podcast.
Alright.
So's here. I am Peter.
I am Josh.
I'm Edward.
And here.
That's Alex, I suppose.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Right, well, I've got a question to start us off with, right?
Ooh, topical.
No, it's not typical.
Well,
Something that happened to me.
Question.
It's something that happened to me last night, and I want to see if it's normal.
I don't.
Whoa.
I picked that.
We've had these conversations before, Peter.
Consult your doctor if it doesn't go down after 4 hours.
No, it was 2:30 this morning. I was woken up
Bye.
by
An erection.
No. By needing a poo. Now I've woken up in the middle of the night for needing a wee, but never for needing a poo. Now it wasn't like any problems. It was just a normal poo. But my body woke me up at 2:30 to go for a poo. Has this ever happened to anyone?
Well, that's happened to me before.
Has it?
No.
You know what? I agree with Ed. I've never woken up in the middle of the night and thought
It's a
bottom time.
very rare occasion, as you said. It happens to you for the first time.
I didn't even know
But
that.
I need to
23.
poo all the time. So.
It's true. But I know my body was like, you know what? You either get up now, or you're shitting the bed. That's essentially what my body did. Was just like,
You
yeah.
just like bolt upright. Fuck.
I kind of woke up and was like, I am the master of my sphincter.
Just really jumped into the podcast.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me about when I went on a school trip, like a ski trip. And
Did you poo on the slopes?
someone
Don't eat the brown snow.
But basically, like some guy all sharing a room basically had to go at me for doing a poo in the toilet. Like it wasn't anywhere weird. It was in the toilet.
How dare you! It goes on the plate.
And they were like, "Oh, it's a massive." I was like, "Well, I've gone all night without doing one, right?" I've come in, and he was like, "Well, you'd wake up if you needed that badly." Well, I was like, "Evidently, I didn't."
And he's not crying. He's like, you know what? You've done everything right here, but that is just that size.
Bad timing. How dare you?
I mean-
My mouth was open and everything.
Dear
I'm
God.
not going to go for an entire week without pooing.
Well, give it a go. Let's have a challenge. Go on.
Yeah, alright.
Right.
Okay, we all eat a box of Weetabix, and let's just see how we get on.
Okay.
Fibre.
I love how we instantly make the challenge difficult. We could just go on the first person to poo loses.
I like the way we're making
I
a
lose.
challenge about pooing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's...
So we're tickled ribs,
Pooing over.
We are tickled ribs. And it's
not
a
tickled
podcast.
sphincters.
If you pay £50 extra, you can get that all night.
Okay.
What, poo on your face?
No, tickle sphincter.
Oh.
Oh.
But just make sure that...
All
chicks-
night.
Yeah, make sure the chicks clipped her nails
That-
first.
Oh God! Please, can we make sure I don't have to cut anything out? I really want to just edit
The
this and go
hand.
home.
So I have to cut out the
Hey,
hand.
look, it is working.
Yes, it is working.
Oh, go me.
Yeah.
Well done.
There's no context there for anyone listening to this.
Well, they'll figure out if they listen to our last podcast that we lost an entire podcast.
Yeah, we found a way of making sure that the podcast does not turn itself off if it's not paid any attention to. So we are just sitting here relaxed, not hovering over our device.
Yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. Makes a nice change.
I always
Yeah.
hover over my device.
Okay, so Josh,
Yes,
you went to the League of Legends Championships.
yes, I did. I went to the World Championships in Wembley.
Have fun?
It was easily one of the best days of my life.
That's a
It
little
was the
sad.
best day of my life.
But no, it was absolutely fracking amazing. I loved it. It was, yeah, you had the two teams. You had Team Fnatic, the top seeded European team, taking on EDG Edward Gaming from China, who's the Chinese top seeds. And to be fair, not a lot of people expected the result. Obviously, you've got a home crowd wanting the Europeans to win, but you know you're up against the top seeded Chinese team in the world, and yeah, the European team Fnatic absolutely wiped the flipping floor with them.
Awesome.
It was
Hooray for Europe.
literally insane. Yeah, it was amazing. For those of you listening who don't know what the League of Legends World's Championship is, basically
It's pretty self-explanatory.
well, no, it's
Basically,
It's
it's
the
the
World
World Championships for
Just
League of Legends.
yeah, but just the way it is. It's not just people on a computer playing in a room recording it. It was literally a packed Wembley arena with people going insane at this, like a proper championship football game, World Cup game. It was absolutely mad. Like I've only just recently started playing League of Legends, and within 2 minutes I was screaming the house down, wanting one of the guys to kill one of the other champions.
Do you think esports at some point is going to overtake actual football and rugby?
No.
Twitch, it won't overtake it. I don't think it'll ever
Not
overtake
in
it.
this lifetime, I would say.
In a future we can all dream of.
Yeah, in a dystopian future where we're all glued to Oculus Rifts and stuff like that, then maybe. But
Basically, when it's just Ghost in the Shell.
yeah, pretty much. But no, I don't think it will overtake
Great
it.
movie.
But the fact that you've got,
Best.
I mean, if you go back 1 or 2 years ago, if someone said to you Major League Gaming, people would just go, yeah, sure, what the hell's that? But now,
I mean, yeah, like a few years ago, people just kind of saw it as like a really nerdy thing.
Yeah.
But now it's really taken off. Like you say, it went to Wembley Arena.
yeah,
It was packed out.
like these kids were the guys playing on both teams. They were easy. None of them were older than us. They're all younger than us. And
It's making me feel better about my life.
yeah, but they were treated like superstars. It was insane. Like you know, you are playing a video game in front of 2,000-3,000 plus people who are all gunning for you to win.
I could see it overtaken. I could.
Really?
I could. Because, I mean, maybe not League of Legends, but other games. Like I mean, the Call of Duty Championships could quite easily overtake. I mean, you think about, like, kids nowadays,
Yeah.
what they're interested in. A lot of them do watch, like, gaming stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Twitch, and obviously YouTube gaming has taken off, again, immensely. And it's growing stupidly fast.
And I think it's a lot more accessible to kids as well. Like, you know, all four of us here played footy as kids or rugby or something like that.
Yeah, we all played a sport.
Yeah, like, but outside of school, outside stuff. Like these days, you don't hear about that happening as much. Like
Because we're not in school anymore,
I,
Josh.
I know.
It'd be really weird if we heard about that
I know,
stuff
but
happening.
it's not really something that I mean. I've got friends with kids. None of their kids go play football after school. They go home and play Xbox, PlayStation, PC with their parents, with their friends. It's something that the younger generation are more into because I don't know.
I
Maybe
mean, I could see it a couple of generations down the line being bigger than certain sport. Maybe not football. I think football's there to stay.
football, yeah, maybe rugby, NFL,
Rugby, cricket.
yeah. But you know, it'll be one of those things where I don't know. Maybe Sky Sports will have a Sky Sports teacher. I mean,
Well, they're broadcasting it on BBC, the actual final.
Yeah, they are. I
BBC.
know.
So that's quite a big step in itself. That.
Yeah, and the funding they have behind it is ridiculous.
I mean, the prize
It's
pot's $1
insane.
million.
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
Yeah, I think there was one that was it was a championship for League of Legends, or it might have been the other one I can't remember.
I know what you mean, but never mind.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Someone.
So basically, the pot, it was crowdfunded. They said, you put this in and we'll put in whatever you put in. The prize pot was over $6 million.
It's ridiculous.
And there's a little kid from, I believe, it's Korea, called Faker, who is worth more than $6 million now just from playing League of Legends.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an insane... I mean, because there was... Because they've obviously brought in the new rules and it's grown more and more, and it's like like a certain team, kind of like two teams or something, like in the World Championship.
Yeah.
And there was a bidding, and the bidding was going up past $500,000.
Yeah, I know. It's
For
like
4 guys to become part of their team and have their brand on their back.
yeah, it was
It's $500,000 for 4 guys playing League of Legends. It's
yeah.
insane.
5 guys.
5 guys.
Yes, you've got top.
Apparently
You've
they
got
do good burgers.
Sorry.
5 guys.
Cheers, man.
Sorry, no.
but yeah, no, it was they have all these, like, you know, when you do the football build up and it's like Wayne Rooney from a little kid, he played football and stuff like that. They had backstories. For
I didn't know he
each-
knew Paulo
for each-
Grady.
Yeah. But it was insane. Like, yeah, you can only be in one team. You can get picked. You can get drafted. One of the guys from the Korean team was picked up from a small team. They literally just picked him up and just went, you know what, you're going to be really good. You're in the team, and now he's playing at Wembley Arena. Yeah, he got kind of lost, but still, you know, to say you've played your passion at Wembley Arena,
It's pretty good.
is probably one of the best.
When you
things
think
I've
of
ever
who normally play there, like comedians and there's certain sporting events. that,
rock bands.
I mean,
stuff
it's
like that.
also like it always makes you think of. I've only recently started watching coverage of like Magic the Gathering Pro Tours and GPs and things like that, and that surprised me about how professionally it's covered and like how it's done. I mean, tabletop gaming isn't as big; it'll never be as big as esports or video games or anything like that. However, but the coverage is still amazing. I say that Magic the Gathering is a massive cash cow.
It's
it is.
huge now. I mean, how much do you spend on cards?
A lot, but like even I don't even spend that much compared to other people. But Magic the Gathering itself, last year, only 4 films made more money than Magic the Gathering did.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's mad.
Talking of I was going to change topic. You carry on.
No, I was just going to say, like, I was just going on Ed's topic as well, just about like the way it's done so professionally. Like, you've got coaches that are worth tons of cash. They all wear really kitted out sports gear, all matching. They even have the same shoes, and they've got the shoutcasters up in the boxes dressed in suits, headsets on, commentating like they would in real sports. Like the best way to describe it is
saying esports isn't real sports?
no,
No, it's technically not yet. It's not been recognised by the sports body.
sorry,
It's like bridge.
yeah, bridge, gin rummy, all that kind of stuff.
Well, Bridge, you see, Bridge were properly going for it, and they got really angry because they were like, "It's not a sport." But like, poker's a sport. Yeah, but this is Bridge.
Bridge is different. Like you wouldn't play poker with your nan. unless
It's
she
like
was really
trying to claim the rounds as baseball, isn't it? It's just.
Yeah, it's just not going to work.
Yeah, it's not right. But anyway, my point going on with the money thing is, have you seen how much Batman versus Superman is costing now?
Yeah,
That is still going to be crap.
Yeah, actually, it looks pretty. The second trailer was a lot better than
I don't think it's going to be crap.
I think it's going to be right, but I don't think it's going to be worth like.
I don't think it's going to be the
410.
best thing in the world. I don't think it's going to be better than the Dark Knight trilogy or better
No,
than
no, no.
anything.
It's
or better
410
than-
million.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna. They're expecting it to rise over $500,000, but that's not as bad as how much the Infinity Wars is going to cost. That's got
Yeah.
a budget of $1 billion.
Yeah.
For
But then again,
films.
if you break that into three film, 4 film, how many?
Two-
how many-
two
It's only
films,
going to be 2
only
films.
two
Oh,
films.
you mean just the 2 Infinity
Yeah,
Wars
yeah.
films?
Yeah.
Nothing surrounding
No,
it.
no,
No,
no. It's a
no,
2
just
Infinity
Oh,
Wars
two
me
film.
with
That's
a
$1 billion.
glass stick. Jesus.
So I mean, Batman vs Superman is expected to be the most expensive film ever made, and that's going to be eclipsed by
The Infinity
like
Wars.
in 2 years. How much money is going into these things? I mean, you saw how much money went into Destiny. It was like
Yeah.
so much money. It's just a ridiculous
And
amount
we're
of money.
actually seeing the money now because the story's coming.
Yeah, yeah. Thank God for that.
So,
Well
I mean,
played. Well played,
I mean,
guys.
if anyone
Finally.
happened to watch our very short-lived series top 5, I'd say one of the most disappointing games I played was Destiny. I would change my mind because I actually played a little bit of Taken King, and it's pretty damn good. Oh, Josh killed a fly.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that wizard came
double
from the moon.
kill.
Jenna flied.
If it was his brother, it'd be fracture-flied.
Jeez. Why is his
Oh,
brother
God.
a fly, Ed?
Have you
I
seen
think these
Josh?
things through. Yeah, I forget about his wings and him vomiting everywhere.
I hate it when I wake up in the morning and completely forget I'm a moth. And
You
just,
have your morning cup of poo.
The night out, we get a kebab and he just vomits on it before he
We've got to
can
poo again. How have we done that?
Circle of life,
Full
mate.
circle, baby.
So that's us this week.
Oh, I finished watching Space
Space
Dandy.
Dandy.
Oh, it's so good.
What,
It's
The
uh,
ending,
which
Jesus.
one? 1 or 2?
Oh, both.
No
Oh
spoilers.
my God,
You're not allowed to spoil.
The
Sorry, no
ending of
spoilers.
season
No
2
spoilers.
is brilliant.
No
It
spoilers.
is. It wasn't expected to.
No, it's just at the end. It's just
Oh, okay.
that's just at the end. No, I'm alright, thanks. You're like, what?
If you've just joined us, Alex and Josh are having a very coded conversation.
We were trying
About
not
the
to
anime.
Who's just
Space
joining
Dandy.
us at this point? We
I-
put it on
I
YouTube.
dunno.
They're not going to be like, I'm going to skip to 13
Well,
minutes.
maybe they put it on and they had like a 5-minute nap.
Yeah, they're talking about poo again.
Damn it.
But no, I'm glad you've caught up and watched all the Space
Yeah, it was
Dandy. It's an amazing anime.
I need new anime to watch.
Hunter x Hunter.
I've watched it.
Sword Art Online, only seasons 1 and 3 though. Watch 1, 2, and 3, but then
Yeah,
you'll
that's
realise
what
why 2 shouldn't be there.
Is
Ah,
there a new
Hunter
one
Hunter.
coming out with
Hunter
drums?
Hunter.
Hunter Hunter all the way.
No, that's season 3. Go and get it. It's on Crunchyroll.
Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, right.
First few episodes, it may seem a bit,
Naff.
Shit.
It may seem a bit like not naff, but a bit
Shit.
Childish.
cheesy.
Yeah.
To begin with, maybe, but like after the first few episodes,
What's
it just gets incredible. Hunter x
Hunter.
Hunter.
Okay.
My favourite anime of all
Give
time.
it a go.
Question to you guys then. Name your favourite anime.
Attack on Titan.
Hunter x Hunter.
Can it be a movie?
I'll
Yeah,
allow
sure.
that. Yeah. Anime.
Can we do
franchises.
series and then movie? Because
Oh,
I don't really
okay,
have a
okay.
favourite
All right,
movie,
okay. Favourite series? We've got Attack on Titan from Pete, Hunter x Hunter from Ed,
Space Dandy.
Space
gotta
Dandy
be Space
from
Dandy.
from you. I would.
You're the big anime guy.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. with
Movies,
the situation.
baby.
I can't live in a world without boobies. See, the thing is, I'm sort of torn. I would happily say Neon Genesis Evangelion. But
You
also,
do like your messed up stuff.
Yeah, but also the kid in me is saying Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
I've never actually properly seen Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I've seen bits.
Have you not?
here
If you like watching like
Screaming.
4 episodes about one fight.
Yeah.
To be honest, 4 episodes for one fight, that's a short fight.
Yeah.
I was
mean,
going to
the
say,
like, season
in the
one.
last, in the second to the penultimate season of Hunter x Hunter, I believe, like, basically one fight lasted, like, 20 episodes.
But actually, I rescind that. My favourite anime series is Hellsing.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
And you have a tattoo.
Hellsing Ultimate.
It's 2 tattoos,
Hellsing Ultimate, not Hellsing, the actual OVA of the manga. It's just insanely horrible. It's so good. I love it.
You do like anything twisted and
It's
dark.
just there's nothing better than just watching, your anime, and then you realise, well, I don't really want to spoil it, actually. Oh, screw it. A Nazi, a Nazi vampire zombie has just decided to chew up a little baby. It was dead. That's right. We're done. So yeah, okay. And now onto it. Favourite anime film?
I don't really watch anime films, if I'm honest.
Ghibli? Anything?
I suppose, just anything Ghibli, really.
Anything Ghibli? Ed?
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell?
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell is pretty good, actually.
There's got to be Howl's
How's
Moving
Moving
Yeah,
Castle?
actually,
Yeah,
yeah, it's gotta
that
be
will
Howl's.
automatically have a
No,
place
it's not
in
even
my
my
top.
favourite Ghibli. I wouldn't even say my top 3.
Oh, controversial.
Ooh.
No,
I'm
House
guessing
of Castle is in my
Princess
top 3.
Mononoke
What's
is
your-
in your top 3.
It's easy, my top 3. It's
What's
got
your
to be
favourite
Lab to Castle in the Sky.
Okay, I can see that.
Lab to
but I don't agree with it.
Castle in the Sky, Princess Mononoke, and Porco Rosso.
Porco
Just
Rosso.
because Porco Rosso is just, I'm feeling crap.
Mm.
I want something to make me feel better. Just put on Porco Rosso and
Nah.
I just feel amazing.
I think for me, it's got to be either the first Evangelion remake. Well, I'd say number 2, 2.22. You cannot advance, or it would be Girl Who Leapt Through Time.
I've not seen it yet.
Really good, surprisingly. Oh no, Highlander's Spirit of Vengeance.
Have anyone seen? It's not that well known, but Origins, Spirits of the Past.
No,
That
I've
is
seen
a-
it and been
yeah.
thinking, should I watch it?
It's a really underrated anime film. It's really good. It's my only problem with it is too short.
oh, okay.
It's too short.
Fair enough.
Fair play.
Fair enough. Did everyone have a good Back to the Future day?
I did. Yes, I went back in time and saw my own conception.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was.
I can tell you watch anime.
Yeah, no. It was,
All anime is friendship and
Power.
really fucked up things.
when friendship fucked up things and teaming together to
Teamwork.
That's
Also,
the,
it's friendship something victory, how it's described.
I thought you were going to say friendship, trust, and pixie dust, but
No.
I found out something about Team America the other day.
I watched Team America the other day.
I watched Team America the other day.
Yes, bro.
Literally watched it
Same here.
two nights ago. I watched Team America.
I watched it last night.
I watched it because I just felt like I really wanted to take the piss out of Korea. So I was like, yeah.
Don't give me stuff I need to take out the goddamn podcast.
Okay, sorry.
But no, apparently it was meant to be a direct parody of A Day After Tomorrow. Apparently that's what was the original intention. It's meant to be a direct parody of A Day After Tomorrow.
But there's no wave.
there's a bit of destruction, I suppose, but it was a terrorist attack they caused it.
To be fair, I saw
Well,
Day
it
After
wasn't. It
Tomorrow.
was Team America.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the Day After
Damn, I missed
Tomorrow
it.
like when it came out, and I've not watched it since, so I can't really remember what happens. I know there's wolves in it at one point.
What was that?
Oh yeah, with the boat.
Yeah, but
Dennis Quaid is in it, and I like Dennis Quaid.
I don't.
Oh,
Wait,
he has a
Dennis-
fantastic chin.
No, it's not Dennis Quaid. I don't like. It's the other Dennis.
Sam Neill.
No, who's the
Dennis
Dennis?
Rodman.
No, who's the one?
Dennis Hooper.
Who's? Yes, that's it. I don't like Dennis
Oh,
Hooper.
I was gonna say The
think-
Menace.
I don't think he's a particularly good actor.
Okay.
Controversial. Don't like-
Whoa!
Dennis Hooper is coming for you
Don't-
now.
Man, we're going to get
Super.
sued by Dennis Hooper now.
Oh,
Go.
fuck him.
Don't you? Okay. Hello, Dennis Hooper.
Fuck off.
You got served, bitch.
Favourite actor? Who's
Heath Ledger. He was fantastic.
current?
Okay. Wow.
There goes James
What?
Dean.
Ooh.
If it's current, then Leonardo DiCaprio. The way he throws himself into every role is just.
I've got a weird
Or Will
one.
Smith.
Will Smith?
Awesome. Okay.
No, I don't know Will Smith.
Paul Giamatti.
What?
Is it just for the film
Not Paul
Sideways?
Giamatti. Have you seen the John Adams miniseries, which is incredible?
No.
He's an amazing actor. Also, Sideways is an incredible film.
I don't. I literally just said that.
Is it for Sideways? No, but Sideways.
No,
He was quite good as the
No, it's
Austrian
primarily-
police chief in.
it's primarily for John Adams, but yeah, Sideways.
Yeah, in The Illusionist, he was quite good as the fat Venetian.
I've not seen it.
It's actually a very good film. It's basically The Prestige, but slightly duller.
I like The Prestige.
Alex.
I like The Prestige.
Who's the guy that's in Hellboy?
Ron Perlman.
Fucking love Ron Perlman.
I
He's
He's
in
in
was gonna say,
everything.
I love the fact I got that before you googled it.
Yeah, I was literally.
I was
watching it.
thinking about Ron Perlman a minute ago.
Ron
That's
Perlman is
weird.
You know,
absolute
I
He
think
is
he's the
great.
guy who played the fish in the second one.
Oh,
Second what? Oh,
Hellboy.
I haven't seen that one.
Abe Sapien. I can't remember. I know that David
He's in-
Hyde Pierce voiced it, but I can't remember who
Fucking
actually
everything.
did it.
He's in so many
Who's that?
things. The guy who was the fit. He was in
Who's that?
Falling
Abe
Skies.
Sapien.
What was?
I'll look at
His
it.
name.
David Hyde Pierce, Ron Perlman.
Ron
David Hyde Pierce was Niles and Fraser, and I love him.
I'll look up the name of this guy, but he's Beck and everything. So I was watching a film the other day and it happened to have him in it, and I was like, what the fuck is he
Because
doing?
he was Abe Sapien before, but it was just voiced
Because
differently.
he was in Falling Skies. He played a character.
Oh,
called
also, talking about favourite, I think I'm going to have to throw Fassbender in there.
I was literally going to say that's it.
I'm not too
Fassy.
big on
I'm gonna have to
Fassbender.
throw
Fassy's there.
So on
Sorry, it's Doug Jones who I'm thinking of.
on IMDb, the guy that you think's in everything.
Yeah.
How many credits has he been in?
124.
Ron Perlman, 216.
Oh man, you top trumped me.
Right, look up Samuel L. Jackson.
But no, this guy's just been pretty much. I was trying to find the film that I was really confused to have him in. So talk amongst yourselves.
Fassbender's is great shout.
I like Fassbender, but he's not
and Tom Hiddleston.
162.
Tom.
He was the
Look
guy.
up Gerard Depardieu. Because there was a point.
You sounded weird. Gerard
Depardieu.
Because I believe, I don't know if it's true, but I heard a stat where at one point Gerard Depardieu appeared in 40% of the films that came out of France.
Yeah,
Really?
that to me, yeah.
40% of the films that came out of
GER.
France featured Gerard Depardieu.
Go back.
I'm
Go back.
trying to find this goddamn film that really
Now start
confused
typing
me.
in
Was
again.
There's a guy who walks around Eastbourne who looks exactly like Gerard Depardieu.
Type in what was he in? Type in the Man in the Iron Mask.
So
I
this-
know he's in that.
So this guy I was thinking of,
Yeah.
right? I thought he was in everything. He pretty much has. He was in Batman Returns. Was the one that confused me. This Doug Jones guy.
Which one's Returns? Is it the one with Jim Carrey as
It's
the
the one with
Riddler?
no, it's one with
Joker.
Oh, no,
Johnny DeVito.
oh, that's the one I haven't
Oh, the
seen.
Penguin.
Yeah,
no, that
yeah.
was Batman.
That's Batman Returns.
No,
Oh.
it's Batman.
He was in The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Oh,
he was
that
in,
film was.
He was in Keenan
It's
and
close,
Kel.
though.
He's
What?
pretty cool.
213.
Oh!
But not quite Ron Perlman.
Yeah, but Ron Perlman does voice work as well, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah, he does.
loads
He
of
does
voice
all
work.
the Halo games.
Yeah.
He does absolutely everything.
How much? Keith David, look up
He was
it.
in Pacific Rim as well.
Keith David, the Arbiter, in fucking everything. President Keith David in Saints Row.
Pacific Rim was a massively disappointing film.
Yeah.
I loved it.
No.
Great. Pacific Rim was great.
No, it was if Evangelion was shit, which it isn't.
How's Keith David?
254.
Keith David!
Keith David.
Who's Keith
Literally
David?
everything.
Keith David's
No, that's
He's the Arbiter in Halo.
What about
he's-
Johnny Young Bosch?
He's the he's in a shitload. He's the drug dealer in Requiem for a Dream that Jennifer Connelly noshes on.
He is. He's also in the Saints Row series,
Do you
Keith
know
David.
how his name's spelled?
What, Keith David?
Spelled Keith.
Johnny
David.
I'm just thinking of Craig David.
JH.
Craig David.
I like the way our podcast is just...
Type in. Just
Look up this. Look up that.
Look up actors and
go
see
to
how
Bleach.
much they've
Type in
done.
Bleach.
No.
He's a voice for those of you who don't know who Johnny Young Bosch is. Who's he play? Ed? Ichigo,
Ichigo.
Lelouch,
Um,
Adam
Oh,
from
yeah.
Power Rangers.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I reckon anyone who kind of does anime voice work is going to have a lot more.
Yeah.
he's in the
Oh, he was,
melancholy of what's his Mahoof.
Yeah. Nero in
He
Devil May
did.
Cry.
He did this
That's
amazing
sick,
like
Well,
thing. It's not on
165,
YouTube anymore.
Keith David!
Or the thing it was on like Google Video. He did like a show about anime called Anime TV, and it was pretty good. It's what introduced me to Samurai Champloo,
Great.
another one of my favourite animes, but it just wasn't long enough. There's only one series. Samurai Champloo's. If you haven't seen Samurai Champloo, watch it. Just find it and watch
But
it.
watch
all.
Attack on Titan first.
Yeah,
no,
dude.
watch Samurai Champloo.
I need to watch that as well. But did you know that animes are... my girlfriend Becky told me the other day that animes are only really to promote the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Did not know that.
Really?
And that's probably why they only... Most animes only go up to season 2.
Well, I actually read an article on the guy who created Attack on Titan, and he literally just had like this. He was pretty fucking warped as a guy, but he was getting rejected by publisher after publisher, and that's probably one of like the biggest animes in the world.
Yeah,
Like everyone like who's into our kind of genre knows what Attack on Titan is.
Yeah,
I mean, it's had how many manga books? It's got a second season coming.
It's got the prequel. It's got the prequel graphic
book,
novels.
and
just
it's
come
got
out. Video game, board game coming
video
out.
game, board game, and it's also got the live action movie, despite not being very great. It's in 2 parts, so I
Yeah.
mean that's pretty impressive.
It's
for just
one of those
some
things
guy with
as
an idea.
well where you'll see people now just. It's one of those things not to give like people who are into our stuff a certain type of stigma, but you see someone walking down the road, you see them wearing a bleach bag or stuff or a general anime bag. You kind of
They're a bell end, yeah.
No. It's one of those things where you know specifically that people watches anime. I've seen people walking around recently in Attack on Titan hoodies that have only bought them just for the design.
Really? I was going to get an Attack on Titan like jacket like that.
Yeah, one of the guys, not that I work with, but I used to work with. He has an Attack on Titan, the green hoodie with the Wings of Freedom on the back of it. I said, "Oh, you watch Attack on Titan?" He went, "What?" And I went, I literally was like on the train. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
It's like people who wear band T-shirts without listening to the band.
What, like one of our friends who wore a Nirvana T-shirt, not knowing who they were, and we said they were touring. Do you want to go see them with the original lineup? To which she replied, "Oh my god, how much?" True story.
And he was propped up on a stand.
Yeah, they weekend at Bernie's did.
Oh my god!
Wow, this music's really depressing. That's grunge for you.
I had to price the gun from his hand.
Speaking of Attack on
Courtney
Titan,
Love had it.
Oh, God. I think you might have to cut that out, Pete.
Nah, that's staying in.
speaking of Attack on Titan, going back to it, this actually isn't about Attack on Titan, but it's an
Back to
anime.
Attack on Titan. Has anyone been to Paraguay recently?
It's an anime that's just recently come out. I believe it's based on a video game from a few years ago, but it
Silent
reminds me of. I know I haven't seen much Attack on Titan, but it reminds me of what thing. But it's God Eater.
What video game does it remind you of?
God Eater. It's based on God Eater.
God Eater.
I've played it.
I haven't seen that yet. No.
It looks good. There's only like 4 episodes out at the moment. So if you're gonna get into it, get into it now.
I'm Blitzer. I mean, I went through all of Attack on Titan in a day. I went through all of Tokyo Ghoul in a day.
I can't do that.
Oh, you like me? I just like to prefer to leave things till the end than just binge.
Yeah,
I did that with Hunter x Hunter, but other than that,
I wait for a
Hunter x
season
Hunter.
to end and then just watch it.
Yeah, the only thing I'm watching 1 week at a time is From Dusk Till Dawn, and that's because it's currently filling the void that Game of Thrones left me.
Yeah, I do it with Game of Thrones and probably Walking Dead. Although to be fair, I need to catch up on Walking Dead. I'm still on season 5.
Things you have to do with Game of Thrones, otherwise everyone will ruin everything.
Yeah. But speaking of like voice actors and whatnot, I played the first Minecraft story mode game.
We talked about that last week. Now, as someone who has absolutely no interest in Minecraft, but only cares about a lot of narrative.
You don't like Josh. You don't like Minecraft. Alex, you don't like Telltale, do you?
Nope.
Yeah.
You'll both love this game.
Yeah.
I 100% guarantee it.
Go for
I
it.
like
It's
both.
so much fun. It has
really
the
good,
voice
very good.
acting's really cool.
Yeah.
Has it got
it's
Alan
really fun.
Rickman?
No, it doesn't. But
Has it
Josh, you'll
got,
appreciate it. It has Lee from The Walking Dead.
Really?
Has it got
Oh.
Kirsten Dunst?
No, but it's got Pee Wee Herman.
Has it got?
I'm not joking. It has Pee Wee
My
Herman,
mind! Where's
But-
my
but
mind?
not as Pee Wee Herman.
Oh.
It has the guy who plays Pee Wee Herman, but he
He's
is in it.
playing the Penguin's dad in Gotham,
Is
I
he?
believe.
I need to.
Well,
Either
generally
that.
playing the father of a penguin.
Yeah, father of a penguin.
Oh,
Yes.
look at this zoo. Meep.
Maca like a god, there's an egg on my arse.
It's just a voiceover of Morgan Freeman.
Anyway, sorry, carry on about this.
Yeah,
this
no, it
Minecraft
was
story mode.
really fun. I don't really want to spoil it because it's very easy to spoil Telltale
Okay.
games. But it was
Will they
just.
all die?
Is there much
Is
digging
that-
in it?
Is
No,
there
there isn't.
enough
What?
narrative that
There's-
someone who hates the game?
It's
Will
nothing
enjoy
like
it.
Minecraft because it's Telltale. It's essentially narrative,
Oh, I'm gonna
but
play
it kind of mixes in the kind of narrative with a little bit of building.
Good.
Like one of the achievements, because normally Telltale are very famous for very easy achievements.
Yeah.
There is a missable one in this one,
Oh,
so it's a
okay.
bit like Wolf Among Us because I did a missable one in that.
I've missed one in The Walking Dead.
How did you miss one in The Walking Dead?
The extended bit, the rock paper
Oh.
scissors one. I just didn't go
Oh,
back
okay.
and do it.
What favourite Telltale series?
Borderlands.
None of them.
Tales from Borderlands.
Walking Dead.
Not Game of Thrones.
No, because I think just Game of Thrones on its own. I love the fact I can immerse myself in a new part of the Game of Thrones, but I still think that Walking Dead. The reason why I like The Walking Dead the most is because I haven't watched that much of The Walking Dead, and I wasn't ridiculously hooked on it. But The Walking Dead the game, like you saw what I was like after it. I was a wreck.
It is one of those
I was
emotional
a
heartstrings.
freaking wreck.
For me, it goes Tales from the Borderlands up top, and I still need to play episode 5. I'll do that tonight. Then Game of Thrones, and then it's just a level part of just the rest of them. And I don't mean like they're bad. I mean they're all up there as like my
Kind of
favourite
like
games.
the 3 Lord of the Rings films. Like one of them's got to be at the bottom,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're still better than nearly every other film
number
that's
2.
existed. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it is number
Thank
2.
you.
Number 2's the worst.
What's better, 1 or 3 then?
3.
1.
It goes 3,
By the
1,
way,
2.
going back,
1, 2, 2.
Wolf Among Us.
Oh,
I still want to play the rest of that.
Wolf Among Us is. I mean, I haven't played much
Enjoyed
of it, but I really like it. I think I
No.
just like. I like that whole noir feel.
I think yeah, Minecraft is one of those ones. It's a bit like Tales from the Borderlands, which you don't really need to understand too much about it. Although Tales from Borderlands did do something amazing. I won't spoil it for you because you like Borderlands. I won't spoil it for anyone else for that matter. But that's actually kind of canon from the story from the end of Borderlands 2.
Okay.
Walking Dead, kind of a separate entity, same with Game of Thrones. But for me, what Minecraft has done the same, it mixes that humour in. Because a lot of time with Telltale Games...
It's very serious,
You're-
somber.
when you
life or
make a
death.
decision, you could end up killing someone.
Quick question. How many times when playing a Telltale game have you been faced with two decisions, but you're so terrified of what either one of them hold, you'll press both buttons at the same time?
Done it once.
I know.
I just don't press anything.
Was it the end of Walking Dead by any chance?
Not season 1. Actually, no. I decided to end it. I suppose would be the best way about spoiling it, rather than leave it.
I meant the end of season 2.
Oh no, that was easy.
Really?
I stopped-
yeah.
Me and you went a different way.
You and me
we went a different way.
That's the thing.
But no, yes, Ed, and answer your question, yeah. But
Yes,
no,
to
for
answer
me,
your hand gestures.
I think it was choose between two certain characters. And I made the mistake of really sticking by Ben in season 2, or season 1 rather. And I couldn't decide between. I think it's when you first meet him, you have a choice to save Ben or save someone else.
Yeah.
And I just went boom. But that's the only time I've done it.
I did that. I think my one was. It was kind of at the end, but not the end. It was the bit at the end after the end. Where after you've made the really big decision,
It's the end that's
Wait, but you
before
might
the
have more,
middle,
because
but
the end,
after
okay.
the start.
Not the actual bit where you and me differed. The bit before that,
Right.
You know the major two decisions you have to make.
Yeah.
You know
Do you want a cup of
afterwards
tea?
you get to make a decision
Alright then.
whether you want to, do that or just do that. That was bad. For those of you who don't have a clue what we're talking about, we're on. Yeah. Okay, we're trying to give a little bit of time.
Hold on. If audio fucks up, it's our bad, but hold on. And we're back. So sorry about that. Had to stop for a minute.
Quick beer break.
Yeah, exactly.
Clink.
So we were... enjoy that one.
Some person just on the train right now just goes, ah!
But yeah, we were talking about Telltale Games. We were talking about Walking Dead decisions and whatnot. But what I was going to say is Telltale Games really do a thing where you realise how much of a shit you are as a person.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, they make it seem like you have a choice in how much of a shit you are, but it doesn't make a difference. You
Normally
still
ends
are a
badly
shit.
for me.
It always ends badly for us.
Yeah.
My only problem I have in Telltale Games, especially in Game of Thrones one, is I don't have a problem making the decisions. It's when you're fighting and you have to do specific things to do what you want to do, and I just mess it up. It's just lining stuff up. No, I don't do quick time. That's why I hated the third Broken Sword game.
That's one thing I must admit, and I will ask you guys. Quick time events in video games, should they just pack it in and sod it off?
No, I like quick time events.
No,
Really?
they should die a death.
Yeah.
I like them.
I think they should just set a little challenge instead of doing a quick time event.
What's the difference?
The
Just
one-
challenge to press a
one
button.
thing-
Yeah, but you just literally have to press a button. Why don't you just, like, if it's jumping over a roof, say, don't just press A, have to actually jump over a roof.
Depends, because in like Telltale Games, it'd be really bizarre if all of a sudden you had to do another little challenge.
No, in Telltale Games, I totally agree
But-
with
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
time
that
But I mean,
makes
like,
sense.
events. Like a big blockbuster.
Big blockbuster.
Big blah, blah, blah.
So, like Need for Speed The Run. There's a massive
Oh yeah, in those games. That makes
intro.
sense.
And it's all
Quick time.
quick time.
I mean, they're saying it, that makes sense, but it's like After Dawn, is it?
What?
The one on the PlayStation? Is it After Dawn? Something Dawn?
I'm not sure.
Red Dawn.
No. There was a game.
Redemption.
Anyway, there was quick time events that pretty much saved people's lives and killed them. But because it was kind of like a narrative game,
Oh, okay.
it kind of ruined it.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah,
people
yeah,
ended
no,
up
I know
dying.
what
So
you
like, I had to press X.
I think what I think should be part of quick time events is the fact you don't have to press a specific button, but there is a right or wrong way to do it. Because then it,
What?
like it's like press.
You don't have to press a button, but if you do it
No,
wrong,
I say specific button. Like you don't have to press X to survive. You can press whatever button you want, but there is only a certain number of combination of buttons you can press to make you survive. If not, it will put you to another quick time event where it basically
Just
shows you fucked up.
elongates the
Obviously,
game,
it elongates this process, but it just gives a tiny bit of challenge in it.
I
As opposed to
suppose.
just reaction time.
They're
You have
pretty
you tried to
lenient.
do a quick time event when you're drunk?
No, because gamers,
Don't
game
generally play
makers,
video games when I'm drunk.
game makers kind of think, do we want these guys playing it when they're drunk, or they don't really think it far.
To be
But to be
honest,
honest, the
I mean,
amount
it's
of time
not driving. Jeez.
The worst thing I did, I played Skyrim I played
When you were
Skyrim.
drunk, so.
I played Skyrim when I was drunk.
The last thing I did,
That was dumb. I
Guitar
ruined
Hero.
No, that's fun. That's like a party game.
I think Guitar Hero is made to be played while drunk.
Skyrim, I woke up the next morning. I had like bounties in every city. I didn't know what I did.
Bioshock.
Do you
is
just
not-
go werewolf and just run around everywhere?
I just think I committed a lot of genocide. In
No,
my
I reckon all you did was you ran around kicking chickens.
That's Fable.
It's Legend of Zelda. What are you about?
No, they fucking hurt.
Yeah, they will kill you.
The pigs in Wind Waker, Jesus Christ. Like, you can.
What
you
is it
can-
with Legend of Zelda and
Angry Animals?
Yeah.
Well, Angry Animals and pot breaking. It's generally a
I
staple.
saw something that made me did chuckle today. It was cheers, man.
Sorry, thought I'd. wait
You
a
know
minute.
where in I think it's one of the Legends of Zelda you catch a fairy in a glass.
Oh yeah, it's most of them.
Yeah, and you get like, oh, this will give you energy on the way through.
They look so sad.
They do. But then, he has like Bowser catching a fairy. You've got to go save that fairy because Bowser's a villain. But Zelda, it's fine.
To be honest, Link is
Double
the great-
fucking standards.
He's the greatest hero that Hyrule's ever had. I think, to be honest, if he wants to trap a fairy in a bottle, then that's
To be fair, that's a
Britain's
pretty
fairies.
low standard.
Plus,
What other heroes of Hyrule had? Other than
well,
Link?
you got Snazzy Jeff.
Snazzy
I
Jeff.
think you're getting that mixed up with
And,
Jazzy Jeff.
No, I was gonna,
And obviously,
Snazzy Jeff.
and
He's
obviously-
Jazzy Jeff, but in leopard print trousers.
And of course, there was Wimpole Jackson.
What? Okay, can we all just take a minute? Ed has done this far too many times now.
It's 2 weeks in a
How
row.
about you explain yourself, and then we'll decide if we want to laugh on a
It was
vote.
like the bananas last week. It was just silence.
Who's Wimpole Jackson?
I don't know, I made it up.
Okay, vote. Okay.
Okay, so he makes up a stupid name. It's funny. I make one up, and Ed's trying to be funny. It's not funny.
Well, no, Snazzy Jeff was off the cuff. You're just building on his joke.
I was gonna come sooner, but
Oh, not
I'm
the
sorry,
first time.
Ed.
Not the first time he said that.
yeah.
Ed, you happy you're on the podcast?
Fuck off.
Swear to God, if you make me laugh, beer through my nose. I'll kill you myself.
Is Wimpole a word?
Windpole.
Wimpole.
It's the last name of the assassin you
Wimpole?
kill in Black Flag. It's Duncan. No, it's Wimpole. Duncan Wimpole.
Is you really?
Yeah.
Well, I plucked that out somewhere from my brain.
Yeah, the shit part.
Wait,
Somewhere
Black Flag's
from
not
my
shit.
brain.
No, Black Flag is a great guy.
No,
That's
Black
another
Flag
thing.
was amazing.
Syndicate's out, and I'm not going to buy it.
I didn't even know Syndicate was out.
It looks
No, it's
really
great.
fucking good.
It's coming.
I'm not going to buy it. Do you know why?
Did you know Xbox One?
I have an Xbox One.
You should.
should
At
get
this
an Xbox
point,
One.
at this point with games, because we touched upon it on the news this week.
Did we?
With Black Ops 3, like with the 360 stuff.
Flops.
How
it's
to find a
it's
very
just,
expensive money-generating dead horse.
you really, really hate Call of Duty.
Call of Duty's crap.
No offence, if you're just going to copy and paste the same game over and over again, but with a slightly more grizzled, angry protagonist
And jetpacks.
and
So how
jetpacks.
was Black Ops the same storyline as Modern Warfare 3?
Okay, it's a very angry man saving the world from a bunch of other angry
He's not angry.
men.
He's pretty jolly.
Fine, fine.
I mean, for someone who's being tortured,
A
he's pretty
slightly
jolly.
less angry man.
yeah, it's just the same thing. Obviously,
It's not.
I think that, no offence, the gameplay mechanics, they're...
I mean,
as-
I must admit at this point, I'm just saying, I don't play Call of Duty anymore.
I don't.
But I don't agree with you that they're the same game.
No, you know what I mean though. It's just
Different.
it's just a
I
standard
agree
first
with you.
person. It's a standard first person shooter set in times that are obviously. It's just there's nothing there that makes it apart from just general gameplay. The fact it's got nicer graphics and it's a big blockbuster.
But they're
There's-
afraid to change it.
yeah, they're
That's the
afraid to
thing.
change it
Because
it
they've
makes
got that
sense.
winning
fan
formula.
base.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah,
but-
it is,
Well, changing
as
Halo-
Josh said,
I mean,
the
Halo's
same
the
game
same.
almost.
Yeah, there's
Halo's pretty much always the fucking same.
Yeah, but there is a story.
But Halo
Halo
has
1
a
and 2
decent
are
story.
Yeah,
Halo
Halo
1
has
and
a
2
decent
are
story.
identical.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
They are.
they fucking
You could
were.
dual wield,
And
and you
club.
played
You
as
play as a Covenant.
and you played as the Arbiter. Yeah, you had the
And-
Civil
yeah.
War.
Oh,
What?
it was the same thing. You just change the name and change the way the enemies look.
Okay,
Same
okay,
thing.
right. I get where you're coming from, but with Call of Duty, there is literally nothing even significant apart from that one level in one of those Call of Duty games where you can mow down innocent civilians that has made me think that's something.
You have
that
some
they've changed.
issues. What we've learned on this podcast is Josh has some. You're the guy who goes on GTA and commits genocide.
So
That's
everyone.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, you're the only person that plays GTA for the story
There's
mode.
got to be someone out there who just plays GTA for the story.
Yeah, you.
I mean, to be fair, when we're online, if we play, I shot you a lot.
It's one of those things.
I'll shoot my friends and do the missions. That's all I do. I don't kill innocent people because I'm not a murderer, as gaming people say.
Fair play. I just think the Call of Duty franchise is dumbing down good storyline for that genre.
I think what they've got is
It's a
the
winning
biggest
formula.
game in the world.
Exactly.
I mean, why would you change it? I mean, people don't really play it for the storyline anymore. They play it for the online.
Exactly.
And they're just fine tweaking that. The gameplay is sensational.
Yeah,
You've gotta
but that's the
admit
problem. They have all the... Why come up with a story? Why don't they just do what Titanfall did and just make a complete online thing?
Because
Because
it's
it
fun.
fucking sucks.
Titanfall's better than.
Titanfall was amazing.
Titanfall's
Didn't like
wicked. I
Titanfall.
loved it.
Didn't
But
like
that's the
Better than
thing.
Call of-
Titanfall didn't try to be...
shitty.
Call of
Didn't
shit.
try to be like Call of Duty. It didn't go, hey, look at this fresh new friggin' story mode thing. It just went,
True.
hey, you're in a big thing and you're shooting other big things, and if you're out the big thing, you're shooting little things.
Did have one of the shittiest achievements.
Which was...
Get to the 10 replant thing. You know how you got like... And it was 0 gamer score.
Yeah.
Why?
I
yeah,
mean,
prestige.
the only other 0 gamer score thing I have on my gamer card is in the Simpsons game. We have to die 10 times. It gives you a 0.
Oh no, I got one on Guitar Hero 2 where I failed a song 5 times in a row.
It's such a fuck you
And
to
that
get a
was drunk
0
gaming.
gamer score.
Yeah, but no, it's
I mean, if you want to perfect the game, yeah, it's fine. But
oh,
talking about perfecting games,
go for it.
I spent the longest 4 days of my life perfecting an old game that I used to play a lot.
Wait before we decide if you're a twat or you're wicked. What's the game?
Fleshlight Simulator.
Surely that itself is a simulator.
No, it was a simulator.
No, I'm
It was
saying.
a simulator of a simulator.
To be honest,
Yeah, I was just
Pete,
saying-
you know,
I get
Pete
you.
taking 4 days on a flashlight, that is an achievement in itself. I would have
You
said
must have been
4.
sore.
Yeah, 4 minutes maybe, but
I like
4
how we haven't
days?
actually given him a chance to
Sorry. Anyway,
What was the game?
Well, it was SmackDown versus Raw 2010.
Oh, that's a good game.
that is a good game.
No,
I'll
it's
give you
not.
Very glitchy.
It doesn't hold up. It does not hold up.
I've
anymore.
not played a wrestling game since SmackDown 2.
That what I've learned in the past 5 years, I've probably really flourished in playing games. But
that. Seriously, if I laugh
Pete
beer out of my
literally did
nose,
that with a flourish.
but no, I suppose I've just got more into games, looking at the way they work, the game dynamics.
Yeah, it's not just
And,
about games that look pretty.
And 3 years ago, even 2012, I played that game every day.
Was
Probably
that
played
was
it
that the
a lot.
one you and me played and I didn't know how to play it? But
Yeah, you fucked me up and I got so angry.
fucked him up, but I didn't know how to pin him, so I spent 10 minutes just smacking him to the floor.
Yeah,
Until he couldn't get up.
Until he kept getting up, but he didn't have enough stamina. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know. I rage quit.
But I couldn't pin him, so he literally just turned it off after 20 minutes.
I'll just be a bit. But anyway, point is, the game. What SmackDown vs Raw 2010 does very well, it keeps you playing.
What about WWF Royal Rumble?
That game was an
That
awesome.
was incredible.
Who has a
SmackDown
final
2 still-
topic? Does anyone have a final topic? 'Cause I think we should
Give
move
me a
on.
minute. I need to get another bit.
Ba, ba, ba.
Ba-ba!
Is that our final topic song for this week?
Yeah.
Well, sorry for anyone listening.
Final topic.
Anyone have a final topic they want to go for?
Whoop. sorry, but that's not even plugged in.
No, it's not.
Sorry. Anyway.
Anyone? Anybody at all?
No. You just.
I did
started
it last
the
week.
topic.
You do you.
What can
Come
we
on,
talk about?
bruv. Help us out here.
Okay.
Hang on. What was last week's final topic?
It was favourite YouTubers. Okay, so films coming out before Christmas. Other than Star Wars,
Oh,
what are we excited for?
that's a crap final
Nothing.
topic.
What is coming
Yeah,
out?
that's a crap final topic.
Leonardo DiCaprio's new film's coming out.
The what?
What's that?
I can't
Oh,
remember
the one that.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be great.
The Good Dinosaur.
Yes.
The Good Dinosaur. Oh, fuck yes.
What?
The
What?
Good Dinosaur.
No, that's not Leonardo DiCaprio's new film. Can we say? Leonardo DiCaprio plays a very
Okay,
happy.
I'm just gonna urge everyone now. Just go look up the Good Dinosaur trailer.
It's the new Pixar. Disney Pixar.
New Pixar film.
Sorry.
And it's coming out, I think, Thanksgiving in America. So that's
Yeah,
really
basically
like
it's
It's the
Alex is Googling this now.
4th Thursday of November.
something like that. It's coming out.
Something like that.
Dinosaurs. But yeah, this final topic.
I have to
is
say,
pretty
other
cool,
than
isn't
Star
it?
Wars, I don't know much about what's coming out.
There's
I think cinema's become so expensive now. I just don't pay attention to what's. I just
You,
wait-
you turn 25 and turn to the oldest bastard I know.
It's so expensive.
Cinema's so expensive these days.
So you're telling me cinema's not expensive?
Not that bad. To be
It's
fair.
not.
To be fair,
Same as like any day out, really.
yeah.
mean,
To be
you're gonna
honest,
get
to be honest, actually, I was going to say it's enough to get you half
I mean,
cup,
what,
but then again, Ed gets pissed
A,
on the
a
bottom
3D,
of half a glass of
like
wine.
a 3D film with what, popcorn and cokes, what, 15 quid?
Yeah, that's not bad. To be honest, when I went to go
No,
see
that's
Dragon
still-
Ball Z, because it was a special filming, it cost me £12.80 to get in.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Was it 3D?
No.
Jesus.
To be honest, I didn't care. It was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. But,
No, I just don't. I just can't.
Alex is just
I just
watching
can't
the Good
justify
Dinosaur
spending
trailer.
that much every week. Like if I was doing it every,
well, that's why they offer the
Get an-
Cineworld.
get an
I mean, I
option
will do it.
card.
I will like if I lived closer to a Cineworld, I'd get a Cineworld pass. But I don't. And if I had it, I'd go more. But I just think for special occasions, I can go to the cinema now. Like Star Wars, I'll go, and eventually.
Yeah. Not on opening day because you didn't respond. What was that noise?
Honestly,
yeah. So I think I've got to reserve my cinema going exploits to
just
special
every now and then.
things.
I must admit, I can't think of a film this year that I'm that excited about that isn't Star Wars because.
Can hold it in for 2 more.
Did you just fart? Yeah, Pete just farted.
I didn't fart! Yeah, fucking head!
Oh, his head!
That's why when you couldn't hold it in for 2 more
Oh, I thought you
minutes.
said I can hold it. Plus, you just look so guilty. you look like you just soiled yourself.
Maybe I have. I just did it silently.
Is that how shocked you were at Ed's little?
To be fair, I don't
And
think-
hey, we're back to poo!
Full circle. I think it's time to end.
Yeah,
I
let's
don't
end it.
think many people poo
end it.
themselves loudly, really.
Anyway,
I do. Anyway, if you could not shit yourself for a week, we will see you then. Say goodbye, guys.
And hit the like button.
see you later. Bye.
Yeah, hit
And
like.
subscribe to us.
Yeah, hit like,
It's just
subscribe.
down below
Now
this
we
video.
just sound like
/
needy
audio.
drunk girls at a party.
Like me.
Right.
Love me.